We went out and did some interviews and found out this is on how some girls truly feel about their body.
My body is what my body is. I know I'm short with a few extra pounds, acne that pops up whenever it feels the need, and hair that curls and frizzes whenever I step outside. And there's always the glasses. They never seem to stay adjusted even though I readjust them millions of times. I'll be the first to admit there's days when I wish I could fit in that pair of jeans or that dress. Or a day would go by without my hair looking like I ran a mile with a herd of elephants. There's also days when I want to throw my glasses across the room. But if I couldn't see, I wouldn't be able to see how happy I actually am with my body and my life.
I do not like my body. I compare myself to models, girls who are skinnier than me, and girls who are prettier than me. And to me, every girl is prettier than me because I don't see myself as pretty at all. I look in the mirror, I see all my flaws. And if I got the chance, I would probably change everything about myself. And you know what? I bet even if I did that, I still wouldn't be happy with myself. There is absolutely nothing that can probably change how I feel about myself, even if I changed the way I think that the society would think I look pretty. I probably would wish I looked back to myself, even though I don't think I'm pretty right now. That's how I feel about my body.
How do you feel about your body?
Well, I've been heavier than this and I've been lighter than this, and either way, I've always felt a little chubby. So I focus on two things: the smile and the eyes, because those two things never become ugly.
I think that body image is something that every girl thinks about. We've been taught from a very young age that how we look is just as important as other traits about us. I was lucky to have parents and friends and other role models that praised me for my brain and my talents and my personality, as well as telling me I was beautiful. So I never had huge self-esteem problems or body image issues. But that doesn't mean I think that I'm gorgeous or anything like that. I still feel fat, and sometimes I think I'm too plain. I've also struggled with acne since I was 11, so now that I'm almost 20, I wonder, when is it going to clear up? I've never been popular or had a lot of attention from boys, so sometimes I wonder if that's because I'm not as pretty as other girls. And I also wonder, like, if I've been passed up for scholarships or job opportunities for someone prettier. I know that I have qualities that are more lasting and important than beauty, but that doesn't help me now when society judges people based on how they look alone.
When I was younger, I always felt very self-conscious about my body. I was never very overweight or anything. I was just a little heavier. And I'm short, so I mean, just kind of happened. And as I grew older, that still stayed around even though I was still thin and developing, I guess. But now in my life, I've reached a point where I can say that I love my body and I don't care what other people in society tells me. I know that we constantly see all these magazines with these beautiful skinny women, and the comments on like Facebook or all the social media websites, they all tell you that, like, oh, look at Jennifer Lawrence, she's so fat, but she's still thinner than almost everyone that I see on the streets. So I think that you just need to ignore everything like that and love yourself.
Hi, my name is Claire Merritt. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Troy, Kansas, and I'm currently a sophomore at Highland Community College. When I was in middle school, no, I'm sorry, when I was in grade school, body image issues, they were always kind of the thing for me. Not really at school so much, but then, during the summer, you go to the pool, and they're just, all the girls in your grade are skinnier than you, and you just think, why did I have to be the fat kid? Like, what is so wrong with me that I have to be the big girl? I am, I'm about 5'2" and 140 pounds, so I'm a little bit chunky. So yeah, in grade school, it always kind of bothered me. As I got up into middle school, it was still kind of an issue a little bit. Why? I had boobs the other girls just the way it is. It doesn't matter. You could be 6 foot tall and 97 pounds, or 5 foot tall and 220 pounds. As long as there's nothing physically wrong with you, like health-wise, it doesn't matter. Your body is perfect just the way that it is. And the sooner that you can accept that, the easier it's going to be for you to be happy in your life.
This video clip shows us what Photoshop can really do. This editor has made a model out of a slice of pizza. This video is shown in Rewind to see how easily things can be changed or edited to make any object. By changing the slice of pizza to a model, this demonstrates how unrealistic expectations can be made by altering a picture to fit the ideal, perfect body.
What do you like most about your body?
My hair.
Yeah, my hands for when I'm playing the cello.
My eyes.
I like my smile, my hair.
If you could change one thing about your body, what would it be?
This line on my nose.
And why is that?
Because it's weird and everybody asks me what happened to my nose.
I would like to be more toned in like multiple areas.
I'd probably be like 2 inches shorter.
My toes.
Probably my nose. I don't like my nose.
What is the perfect female body? A lot of women seem to have no idea, so let's research it. The perfect female body according to women: first of all, lose the goddamn heels. Secondly, you can afford to gain some weight. Then there's the perfect female body according to men, which is slightly more accurate. And I appreciate it more as she looks a little heavier. These are the perfect female bodies in different countries. Yeah, they all look pretty decent. Only Venezuela, what's up with your football players' shoulders? Why are they up so high? To me, it looks like BMI 17.5 and 22 are pretty perfect. That's just my humble opinion. This is apparently China's preference, so basically a little boy's body. Now, Mexico makes a buttload of sense. Way back in the day, some women were expected to wear corsets. Basically, what a lot of men want even today is that hourglass shape. Part of the reason for that is it makes you look more different than boys. Kind of hilarious because once upon a time, looking boyish was actually in. On the left is what women think is the perfect body, and the right is what men think is. So women went for bigger boobs, and men went for bigger everywhere else. You know why that is, ladies? Because most men, regardless of their gender, prefer proportion in other people. They want to see a woman's tit size match her butt size. You know that flat belly you're desperate to get? You're wasting your time. I'm not interested in a flat belly, and as you can see here, a lot of other guys aren't either. A little bit of tummy's a good thing. Out of all these body types, guess which is the most desirable? Well, obviously there's room for debate, but in a lot of cases, what's most important is that your hips are noticeable. If your shoulders stick out really far and you have almost no hips, well, blunt honest time, you basically look like a dude, because that is exactly how men are commonly built. Speaking of built like a man, you notice how you can't really distinguish your hips, kind of all blended together? Yeah, not exactly what a lot of guys are going for. His shoulders are this wide, yet his hips are this wide. Mind you, it's okay to have wider shoulders than your hips, but the key thing that distinguishes the difference between you and men is that after the widened shoulders, you don't just go straight down like a man. A person's transition to a more womanly figure normally happens after puberty. If you read this article about hips, you'll find even if your hips aren't very womanly right now, your hips will very likely continue growing until you're 70. So like I said, give it time. When you type in perfect female body, bodies like these show up. Notice none of these girls have a tummy. Pardon the language, but that's what I call bullshit. Yet another woman who looks like she's on her deathbed. Come on, people. I went back to 1950 to find a body I consider desirable. This woman looks fantastic. And these women too. You see how goddamn healthy they look? This is another great target. Marilyn Monroe. Classic example of a woman who's well fed, but also looks great at the same time. And just like that, we found it. The disgusting thing about this is in order to find this image, I had to type in plus beautiful model. But is this woman here even even considered plus size. Or this woman, her body type is far more desirable than any of those super skinny models. Once again, if you're looking for a healthy body weight, it's right here. And here's our conclusion. You see how the swimsuit fits her? The way you can see a little bit of body fat around her bikini bottom. You can also see her body curve inwards before her hips. This is a very healthy weight. Mind you, they probably photoshopped her belly a little bit, which is disappointing. But now you know the perfect female body. But if your body doesn't match that, so long as you're healthy, you eat healthy, and you're happy, there should be absolutely no problem.